about an hour ago, but someone canceled. I was supposed to be like a duel with someone. However, we might do it a little later. I don't know. Maybe he might cancel again. I'm not sure. However, we're gonna do a Q&A. It's gonna be live. We're gonna be doing a live Q&A here. I got a bulk of questions. It could be anything: business, fitness, or life related. It could be personal. Doesn't matter. I'm opening up the Q&A for everybody here. We're live on Instagram. We're live on my other Instagram. We're live on YouTube, and we're gonna do some clips. I got a bulk of questions to answer live here. And it's going to be related to mostly fitness, a little bit of personal, a little bit of some of my specialties. First question is it true that women's metabolism goes down after 30? If so, how does one address it? Women's metabolism goes down after 30. Absolutely, I completely agree with this. And how you address it is just like your metabolism will decrease at any point of your age. You need to exercise more, you need to eat clean, and you need to balance your stress levels and get proper sleep. How do you do that? First step would just be to start exercising, because if you start exercising, you'll get a little bit more tired, you'll get better sleep. It'll start increasing your dopamine, so it will be a more of a homeostasis in your hormones, lower your cortisol, and then your stress levels will be balanced, and it will be fine. So the first step would be just to start exercising. That's a great question. Next one would be cardio or weights. Which one burns more fat long term? Cardio, you always want to think about, is great for your heart. It reverses cardiovascular disease. It reverses pulmonary heart disease, pulmonary disease rather. However, it does not build muscle. Yet, if you do weights, it builds muscle. You burn more calories, and increase your metabolism, and it improves your cardiovascular health and your pulmonary health. So there's just more ROI with weights rather than cardio. What's the number one exercise that makes women strong and confident? I would arguably say squats. And I would say arguably because most of the time, based on my career of 14 years training and transforming, can you stop? Based on transforming women in 14 years of my career, it increases leg strength, it increases muscle mass rather, and it also burns fats. Specifically, it's a full body exercise, so it burns fat in your back, it burns cellulite in your legs, it burns cellulite in your legs, and those are all the problem areas that most women have and want to target. I hope that makes sense. So squats are the go-to exercise. A lot of women, next question. A lot of women feel intimidated walking into a gym. What advice would you give them? That's a good question. A lot of women feel intimidated walking into a gym. What advice would you give them? My first advice is to address why you're intimidated. And 9 times out of 10, based on my career training women for 14 years, is because they feel self-conscious of their body and they feel self-conscious about not knowing what to do at the gym. You can't address being self-conscious physically without trying to fix that. And how do you fix that? Is by knowing what to do at the gym. How do you fix knowing what to do at the gym? You need to get a structured training program. Now, I'm not here pitching personal training, even though personal training will absolutely give you the solution for that. However, is getting a proper plan, whether it's at least getting a general plan, purchasing a PDF, from an influencer. It's just getting the ball rolling and started, and then you can start individualizing it into your own body, into your own health. I hope that makes sense. Much love on Instagram, guys. Love it. YouTube, love it. We out here. Okay. Next question. What's the hardest food to give? Oh, I'm sorry. What's the hardest food to give up when you are trying to eat healthy? What is the hardest food to give up when you're trying to eat healthy? Based on my experience, since I've been training for a solid 14 years now, the hardest food to give up would probably be that's a good one, man. I'd say sugar. Because nowadays sugar's in everything. And I'm saying for the general public, sugar is in absolutely everything. Unless you're in a carnivore diet, unless you're in a keto diet, even though those are the best diets to go on, it's not sustainable for the general average person. So that being said, how do you choose between sugars? First things first is choosing between whole food sugars rather than processed sugars. Processed sugar is anything that's coming in plastic, a jar, a can, anything preserved. If you need to physically open it somehow from plastic, it's bad. If you could get it naturally, it's good. Next question is, how do you know if you are eating enough protein for fat loss and or muscle gain? How are you eating enough protein for fat loss or muscle gain? That's a phenomenal question. A great rule of thumb for a general average person is consuming 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, if you're a little bit more experienced and you want to see results faster, I would say anywhere between 1.5 grams per pound of body weight to 2. It may sound like a lot, it may seem like a lot. Writing it down, it looks like a lot, but trust me, if you have a solid plan, it's not. Next question that I have here. Be honest. What is one exercise you absolutely hate doing but still program for clients? Fuck, that's a good one. Be honest. What is one exercise you absolutely hate doing but I still program for clients? I'd say, I'd give you 2. I'd say being on a treadmill. I absolutely hate being on a treadmill. I rather run outside, to be honest. But the situation there, just to address you real quick, is that if people end up doing weight training, and then I tell them, hey, you can at least run outside, 9 times out of 10, they will not do it because something else will come up. They already structured their time just for the gym, and that's why I still give it to you. That's just some sauce for my clients out there. And exercise specifically would probably be some hand walks. I personally do them, but I hate them. It's just for mobility work. And 9 times out of 10, the average person cannot handle their own body weight, so that's why I give it to you guys. I know I can. Next question. Let's see who's... Melanie. Love it. What's up, girl? Rishi, what's up? Brittany, what's up? Murphy, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody's showing love. I love it. All right. Damn, YouTube's blowing up. Oh, don't mind my dog, guys. What's up, guys? I'm coming. All right. This is my dog, Chelsea, guys. I apologize. All right. Next question. Have you ever had a client argue with you about their own bad advice? How did you handle it? I don't know if I can understand. I don't know if I understand the question. Have you ever had a client argue with you about their own bad advice? I think I know what you're trying to say. I'm just not sure. I'm gonna take it as how I interpret it. I've given advice to clients and they did not apply it, and then they will still ask for advice in different ways, and it's the same answer. I would have clients complain about lacking the time of going to the gym on their own. And that's very popular with clients. However, the situation, because time is our greatest currency, and I understand that. But that's where time management really comes into play, guys. If you know how to manage time, then just like you save 5 to 10 minutes brushing your teeth every single morning before you start your day, you should do that and schedule it. Even if you're a calendar person like myself, putting it at your calendar, and it's a non-negotiable, just like brushing your teeth every morning, whether it's a half hour or 45 minutes. Now, to address this question, I've had people train with me 2 times a week. They would have issues working out by themselves for a third time, 1 time a week by themselves. Yet they would complain that other people are not working out because they don't know how to manage their time, yet they cannot manage their own time, if that makes sense, to fit in something a third time a week by themselves. How did I handle it? At the end of the day, it just comes down to having your clients realize that they need it, and sometimes you just need to kind of reward them if they do. And if they do it, they're going to notice that it's possible. They're going to notice that they're going to see better results, and then they continue doing it, and that's how a habit is changed and made. Next question is, have you ever had to drop a client? Absolutely, all the time. I personally have dropped clients for not being coachable. I personally have dropped clients for not being professional. I've personally dropped clients for always being late in person. I've dropped clients for being disrespectful. And at the end of the day, I respect my career, I respect my time, and if my clients whom have the problem and I have the solution cannot respect my time and my career, then they need someone who's a little bit more unprofessional and at their level so that they can maybe bond and waste each other's time, to be honest. I have no problem doing that. But changing lives is the most important thing to me, as it's not really the money. Next question is, what's the biggest mistake women over 30 make when trying to tone up? This is easy. What's the biggest mistake women over 30 make when trying to tone up? Simple question, one word is cardio. They depend on cardio. Don't depend on cardio, depend on weights. You do weights, you tone up, you start seeing results, and you maintain the results you end up getting. Next question is, what's the hardest mental battle you face with fitness? What's the hardest mental battle you face with fitness? I'm human, guys, and just like everybody, just like my clients, just like my followers, just like everybody here on my live, I wake up extremely early, and sometimes I need that extra 2 minutes or 5 minutes of extra sleep, of shut-eye. But unfortunately, I have, a lot of people depending on me. I have my clients depending on me, and I hate being late, so I have to show up, even though I'm exhausted. But a cold shower always helps. Next question is, what is one lesson from fitness that changed your life? What is one lesson from fitness that changed my life? It's absolutely discipline. not motivation, but discipline. Motivation is a mood. Motivation goes up and down. Sometimes you have motivation, sometimes you do. Just like I mentioned just in this last previous question, I wake up not wanting to go to work, not wanting to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I have to. I'm not motivated to, but I have to. Even though I don't want to and I still do it, that's called discipline. And showing up for yourself at the gym to be the best version of yourself for your family, for your girlfriend, for your boyfriend, for your dog, for your kids, for your clients, for your profession, for your employees is extremely important. And that's why you need discipline for it. Next question is, if you had to ban one diet forever, which one would it be? If I had to ban one diet forever, which one would it be? I would probably say vegan. My vegans out there, I'm sorry, but based on my professional opinion, expertise, advice, and research, it is not healthy to be vegan. And if you want the proper nutrients to be vegan, you would need a lot of supplements. And supplements you cannot be dependent on. Supplements are there to support your meals and your diet. Is not supposed to be your diet. And if you're a vegan and you're in veganism and you're following a vegan diet, you're going to need a lot of powder, a lot of supplements to make up those amino acids that you're lacking because they are only found in animal products. Next question is, what's one healthy food you think is overrated? What's one healthy food you think is overrated? That's a good question. An overrated food. An overrated food. Ooh, damn. Ryan, answer. Okay. First thing that came up to my mind was rice. Rice is a healthy, overrated food. And I say healthy because a lot of bodybuilders depend on rice to get their carbs. However, is there a more nutritious benefit to consume for sugar and or carbs as fuel instead of rice? Yes. I would argue whole fruit is an amazing way to get your carbohydrate intake or your sugar intake and not rice. There's absolutely no nutritional value in rice. That's my opinion. Don't kill me, rice people. But that's just me. You could easily have fruit who have the same amount of carbohydrates and sugar, however, still have antioxidants, still have vitamins, still have minerals, etc. And it's organic. What's your go-to meal when in a rush and still trying to hit your macros? What's my go-to meal when I'm in a rush and I still need to hit my macros? Very easy. It's a coffee protein shake because I cannot have enough caffeine throughout the day. I have almost like 6 cups of coffee a single day. Plus I need extra protein. So I end up double, triple scooping my protein intake. And I put in some coffee in there, some espresso, mix that bitch up, and that's my protein shake. That's my go-to meal if I'm in a rush. What's one thing that fitness coaches do on social media that makes you cringe? What's one thing fitness coaches do on social media that makes you cringe? Fitness coaches, and I put it in quotations, specifically women who have BBLs and that try to educate how to do exercises. However, they're, number one, either not doing it right. Number two, they're doing it right, but they're obviously doing it with very lightweight because they cannot go heavy, because those glutes and those legs are bots and they're not earned. And that being said, they give a false illusion to other women who are naturally trying to get to that physique, and they promote that it's natural. However, it's not, and it's very obvious for us professionals out there. Last question. What's the biggest mistake new trainers make when trying to grow their own business? What's the biggest mistake new trainers make when trying to grow their own business? That's very simple. Based on my experience, based on my students and my previous students, is specifically that they give up. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone. However, if you're going balls to the wall, betting on yourself to make minimum $10,000 a month, they try it for a month, they try it for 6 weeks, they maybe even try it for 3 months even, and they give up. When the whole goal is to do it long term and then crack the code and finally start getting in leads, finally start getting people that trust you, that love your content, that want to create a relationship with you, yet they give up right before they establish a relationship with their followers. They give up right before they even become consistent throwing content out every single day. They give up not doing content every single day, and then they say, you know what, it's not for me. That's the biggest mistake new trainers make when trying to grow their own business. They're not consistent. They try it and they give up too soon. All right, let's see if anyone else. Oh, wow. Letitia, what's going on? Sems, Ricky, what's up? What's up? Any questions, guys? Cues? Questions? I'm about to hop off. Santiago. Diana, what's up? Elijah, La Becky. Any cues? I know YouTube was fucking lit before. Let's see if there's any questions. Live chat. Close that? That's done. Oh boy, I really like test. I can't stay away from it. Dude, if you're young, you shouldn't be doing test. I bench 670. That's amazing, bro. Congrats. I don't even think I can do that. Bulgarian split squats, maybe. Absolutely. I'm coming. Oh man. Okay. What you chatting on? Fitness, bro. Sub G. What's up? What's up? All right. So it's just a lot of love. All right, guys. That's it. I love you all. I appreciate the love. That is it.